Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. You know, pretty much for the last 3 months or so, I haven't been doing that great. Gee, is it time for a check-in? You know, my body just isn't going well. Well, it's getting better now, but it's not a great sensation. I still go high. Yesterday I was up to 32 blood sugar, and for most of you who know about blood sugars, that's a little high. So I'd be lying around, not really doing much. If I get into my chair, I still get numb on the side. Between Christmas and New Year's, I went out to lunch with my dad and my stepmom, and I could barely keep my head up. It's kind of like I need a cervical collar that could help me just keep my neck straight. Now, because my blood sugars have been doing this, they're starting to settle down a bit. It's put my idea of surgery on hold. And, bariatric surgery. And this is a lot of trouble. I was kind of really getting myself in the mood to do this. Seem to be quite pale. Long face now. But I think I've put some weight back on. I have to go in March and see my internist. I call him my fat doctor. But, I'll be going to see him, and all will be good, I hope. But, is it March? It's later this year sometime. I don't know anymore. But, so often, there's always so much more going on. Like, keeping my blood sugar up and wanting to eat all the time and not really hungry and don't want to eat it now is just but it's all part of type 1. Now, years ago, when I was first diagnosed, you gave your shot and then you have to eat, because if you didn't eat, your blood sugar was going. Now, with the itchy eye, with the insulin pumps, you don't have to eat if you don't want to. I mean, it's obvious that you don't want to go, I don't feel like eating, I'm not going to eat all day. That's not the best thing. But there are times where I wake up and my blood sugar is high. But you know what? I say, I'm not really hungry. And it's almost like, oh God, you're diabetic. You have to eat. Well, no, I don't. And if my blood sugar's high, I take a correction dose. And then when my blood sugar comes down, then I can feel like I can eat. Who knows? So, if anyone knows and they can write it down, write to my email at mikesdiabetesworld@shaw.ca and tell me where you could get a larger cervical collar. Because, I'm sure I could feel better. And if I feel better, I could get out. I could go go shopping, go to the doctor, and sitting there with my neck, kind of like this. The best way I could describe is it looks like I have a migraine. I don't really have a migraine, but it's just like, kind of like, just cover my eyes. But I don't have a migraine. In fact, I think well over 5-6 years, I haven't had a migraine. I used to get migraines all the time when my blood sugar dropped too quickly. Now, it doesn't seem to happen. And, they were bad. They'd last about 8 hours. I'd vomit 3 times. Sorry if it's a little too graphic, but my hand would go numb, tingling, and then, lights would really bother me. But, you know what? You deal with what you have and you move on. If I don't feel well and just want to get home, I always seem to try to make deals with myself. Does no good. Because when you try to make deals, it doesn't work out. The last time, and I think I've told this story, is I went out to lunch with my dad. We met up, and on the way down on the SkyTrain, my hand went numb. And I was thinking, oh well, I haven't had this happen for a long time. I'm sorry, my eyes are itchy. So I'll be fine. I go there and he bought me lunch and I ate it. And then I made it on this SkyTrain or the train, come back out to Burnaby. And I kept feeling, I don't feel well. I don't feel well. I'm going to throw up. And he kept saying, if you get me home, that's all I need to. And I got to one stop away, and the train started up, and I just redecorated the whole car. It just kept coming. And so I said, okay. I got off. They stopped. They pulled the train out of service and whatever. And I just wanted to get home. My jacket was covered in what I left in the train. And so I got home, just got into bed, and just laid down and went to sleep. So, a lot of times your body is trying to tell you something. And it could be, yes, you get a migraine headache. Well, you should listen to what your body's trying to tell you. Really what it was telling me at that point was that I wasn't taking care of myself, and my blood sugars were dropping too quickly. And I'd go through work at that time, work years ago, and I just, before I could go to lunch, I would just let my blood sugar drop, and I would start seeing double, and I should have stopped, got something with sugar in it, ate it, and I probably would have the problem with low blood sugars I have today. So that's my checkup. But listen to your body. We, as diabetics, usually run into problems when we don't. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.